Hey everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm going to be doing what's on my desk. So what's on my desk is the recycled junk journal July journal that I had made, and I was going to do it, and I did sort of start a little bit playing catch up kind of thing after my operation, and I thought, I just lost interest because there was just too much going on with my health. So anyway, I've just pulled it apart, and I have made these, in front of the TV, like a tag here with another little tag at the back. Just using things I've got in my stash. Created a journaling card because the first one was good vibes, and I was going to do one on family. Pop of colour. This one here was prop number 2 was it's a little ephemera holder. I've done no inking or doing up the edges. I've got to do that yet. This was negative space. So there's a negative space in there. Little journaling card in there. And I had the prompts on the back of this one here, and I need to tone that down a bit with some white paint or something. I just realised my white paint thing is not down properly, sorry. And this is like another journaling spot behind, so I just need to finish those off in a minute. But we'll just probably decorate maybe one of these. These were pre-made by, I think it might be Marilyn, maybe. And it came all together and like that, and I just pulled it all apart because I can see this is obviously made from envelopes. So I'm just going to possibly maybe just decorate one and see how we go. And I was just going through some of my stash, and I thought, I've forgotten all about these. I actually did what somebody suggested and put it in some water, and I thought, this is going to wreck them, but actually, because they're all glued together, and they actually worked. I haven't figured out how I'm going to use them yet. So it's got some things here. So we're going to, I just tend not to use this sort of stuff, so I thought that I should really use it up, really. Just need to, I'm figuring that these will be, let's have a look, sorry, just borrow a card from up here. These will be wraparound pockets around the page, like that. But that's not very straight, is it? There's my trimmer. And we might make some things to go in there another time, or do them at my leisure. This is not going to work, doing it together like that. It's too thick. That's better. Stuck. Yeah, the other side. Oops. So that helps. That's better. Prefer it straighter. So let's have a look what we've got. Put that back where it was. I'm going to use, I bought these from, I've got some of these as well. I might use this one here. It's actually staring me in the face, looking lovely. What am I going to put behind it? Am I going to use anything behind it? Got some book pages over here. Let's have a look. Yes, I quite like the look of that. This bit of paper is from a technology college in electricity, something it might have been. So, found it in a, where did I find it? Did I find it there? I think I might have found it in a collectible shop around. Look, I just feel like I've not been anywhere near there, and I follow them on Facebook. I'm thinking, I just don't feel up to sort of going down to have a checking up and getting those things that I've seen in there. And I'm thinking, no. They have some, they do lots of things like Chinaware and things like that, and pottery and old tools and tins. They just actually started doing more that kind of garage tools and tins and things like that more so than they used to. Don't want it all like that. Do I want to ink it? Don't normally ink a lot of my stuff, but I think it might need a bit of inking, otherwise it gets a bit lost. And they sell bit of furniture, and a lot of second-hand stuff, and they also sell new stuff like giftware and things like that that aren't really my cup of tea, but I like looking at the collectible stuff. I was sort of looking for a little container with a lid, but I haven't sort of seen anything I quite like yet for my bits and pieces that I have. Mind you, I could probably just use one of my own, really. I used to have a container, but I used to have a glass container for like all of these kind of bits, you know, but it wasn't big enough. And I bought this acrylic utensil, you know, like scissors and pens holder for my desk, but I don't know. It works really well for 2 lots, but not for the third. 2 was too big. I got used to cleaning out. Don't want a label. What do you think? Glue there. Just glue there. Don't want any one of these as well. These are little probably should have maybe played with it a bit more before I stuck it down. It's come up alright. That's right. Yeah, I think I like that actually. Don't know why, because it doesn't really go. Arrival, and I think the colours go. I like the numbers as well. Plus I've had them made for ages, I need to use them up. Yes, and label. Just been reorganising some of my stuff. Put it back there. Back in there. Label. Number. These are from Which Craft You Do, and I've been forgetting to put the links down below. Sorry, I'll try to remember it today. Being on painkillers all the time is and then taking other things help you sleep and whatever, and my brain is a bit foggy. I don't know if I want that there or not. It just don't look quite right somehow. Let's have another look. What else have I got? Signature maybe? No, it doesn't go either. Date. That goes. Colour goes. Let's see if I can find a place for it. On the side here. Yeah, I think I quite like that sort of, because it then just gives the pink a bit of a pop of colour without sort of overdoing it. Didn't cut that out very straight, did I? Probably should have done it first before I glued it, Kay. That's better. Now that I've cut it, it looks a bit tidier. Anything else? What do you think? Anything else? Did I want a number? That's a big number. There's 3 numbers there really, and I've only got two butterflies, so 3 numbers might be a bit, I don't know. I think I might just leave the way it is, and then for the moment, and I still may come back and put something on the side. So because it's a wraparound pocket, we need to decorate both sides. So this side, if you want to have butterflies again, because there's butterflies there, sort of keep it in sort of continuity. Is that the word I'm looking for? Continuity. We could do the same butterflies again. Why not? But do we want the same thing again? Possibly not. Let's have a look. What we got here? This came in a box. I'm not too sure if it came from my creative studio or not. Can't remember. It's been a while. It's the wrong thing. That stamped page is the wrong thing. So look, what about a bit of Hessian? Oh, I know what I could use. I always forget. Whoops. A bit of vellum. Trouble is, will it make it too bulky? I think that's the only reason why I don't tend to use my cardboard. It's too bulky. I think it might be too bulky. Let's pop it in there for a rainy day, as they say. Which side do you use? The index, I think that might be a good thing to use. No, I think that sort of drowns it out a bit then. That sort of doesn't really go. Let's go back to the cardboard. No. No. What else have I got in here? Hidden away. Probably should have left some of my I've got the paper on the floor here. Sorry. Let's do a bit of this maybe. Yes, quite like that. Let's just cut that up a bit. It's a bit long. Bit of inking. Oops. Got such a lovely postie. You know, like we went to the shops, and then first time that I've actually managed to get out of the shops since I don't know when. We'll see, because like I did try earlier on a couple of weeks ago, and then it took me 2 days to get over it. My leg was killing me. So anyway, we'll see how go today, and it's not far, the shops, but normally it takes 4 or 5 minutes for us to walk, but I'm a bit slow these days. I take the cane with me to sort of help me balance myself, and so, and on the way back, I said to Tony, my husband, I said to him, oh, no, I bet you my parcel's come. I was supposed to get a parcel today and we've been to the shop. So sure enough, we got home and there was a thing in the letterbox saying that we'd missed the post and had to go down to the post office, which was right on the other side of a main road, and about 6 minutes driving. And so we thought, oh, we'd just go there tomorrow and pick it up, and then he'd come back, the post to give us. He's so nice. He obviously, because he knows, he told Tony once that he knows that we go away and come back after a short while. And I said to him, he's very observant. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, that he's so observant, but anyway, it's so nice of him to do that, I think, to sort of come back and give us our mail. I just think it's so nice of him. I don't want to green. I'm looking at this background here. Sort of more of a muted colour. So look, what else have I got? It's my homemade ephemera folder, which I sort of use a fair bit. I've got one of those already. And I don't, because I'm a non-sewer, I just don't have them sewn up. That's a bit over the top, that one. What else is there? I might use that one. No reason apart from the fact that I like it. Or shall I use a signature? I think I might use a signature instead. So he came back to give us my mail. I haven't opened it yet. Can't remember what I ordered. It's funny because I've just ordered some more acetate and then I'm doing some stuff and I come across a whole heap of acetate that I've forgotten that I had. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh well, that happens. I can't see the book page now. Maybe I should do it. No, I don't really want to hide anything really. Might just not use that one. Use a number instead. That's a good one. That's a good one. Nice and small. I was looking at my YouTube subscriber numbers. It's funny. I've been 539, 540, 539, 540, 539, 540 for a couple of weeks now. So I think it's funny. It's been fluctuating up and down like a yo-yo. See, I don't know why that seems to happen sometimes. It's sort of like, especially around the zero numbers. I don't know what it is. Like, you know, I'm over the zero number, like the 540. That's like the zero number, and then it goes back down again, and then it goes back up again, and it goes. It's really interesting. Really interesting why it does that. I've got no idea why it would do that, but I just think it's fascinating. Let's chop that off a little bit and see if I want to use it. I was just thinking, so thank goodness for having a hobby that you really enjoy doing, because when things get a bit rough, it keeps you a bit sane, it helps you get through, and let you know that those you know, feeling of being a bit down the dumps and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll do that one there. It has to be in the right spot. You have to sort of work out which is the spot that you wanted to have. And the idea is that I could use pre-made ephemera. That I've got this bit of cardboard that I tried to use. It's just sticking out all over the place up here. Let's put it back a bit blonde. So I might use some pre-made ephemera that I've already got, or I might make some new. We'll see. We'll see. Let's have a look. Let's have a look to see how big they are. It's too small for that one. It could work, but it's a bit fat. That's a bit small as well. So I'll have to perhaps do some handmade ephemera. We'll do one more and then we'll stop. I pulled this off and I think I've made it too thin. So I'm just going to put a bit of something behind it. Just to give it a bit of, could use a bit of paper maybe. I've got loads of paper here. So it's not too bulky, because by the time you put a bit of ephemera in there, a German card or something. Oh, I think I might just use this paper just to give it a bit of strength, because where I tore it, it's ripped it too thin. Very thin. So hopefully that'll give it a bit of strength without making it too bulky. Just thinking, I just realised that, I said when I got this from Marilyn, if you're, so I just realised I've got a playlist called Happy Mail, Generous Happy Mail. So if you check that playlist out, you can see all the lovely things that I've got from people over some time. They've just been so generous and lovely with their what's the word I'm looking for? My mind's gone blank. I like that. I don't know if I can use it. Is this a sticker? People have been so generous with the Happy Mail. Here's a sticker. Oh, I might use that. What else should I use? That's really pretty. But if I put that down now, I'm probably wondering what I'm going to put on there next to it. What shall I use? Got maps here. No, looks that's a bit lost. I'm trying to use things that I've trying to use things I've got in my stuff in my stash, because I just seem to have stuff that I just seem to sort of have a lot of, and I don't want to have a lot of it. I don't know if I want to use anything in here now. Perhaps I should just, I think that's a bit the wrong colour. I think that might be a bit too bright. Yes. These are, like I said, I got these from Spotlight, so good opportunity to use some stuff up. Oh, quite like her. Wrong colour. Wrong colour. Wrong. Everything's the wrong colour. You know what? I'm gonna have to give in. Use a bird. What sort of bird shall I have? He's the wrong colour. She's the wrong colour. Trouble is, then I'll have trouble finding a bird now after all that. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what to have on there. I don't know what to have on here now. I'm lost. Totally lost. I know. Sorry. Fiddling about with my stuff here. Let's try my cluster book. That would be a good idea. Okay. Put that away so I don't lose it. That's other ways. Sorry, I'm just putting stuff away so just to sort of help give myself a bit of space here. Whoops. Alright. It's too small. I was thinking the other day I need to make some more because they're all too big, but now I've just realised that they're possibly too small, some of them. I think that one's a bit too bright for that particular. Maybe they're too small as well. Oh. I'm so sorry. I just thought I had everything organised, and obviously I haven't. Might have to. They're all going the wrong way. Yeah, I thought my clusters were too small, but they're too big. Sorry, but they're not. I think sometimes they're just too big, but they're not. They're fine. And I just lost now, so I'm just going to turn you off for a minute, and I'm going to come back soon with some stuff. Sorry about that. I really thought I could find everything I needed in this box, but no, obviously I couldn't. So anyway, I found some things now, so I'm going to use some music book page here instead of some text for change. Pop it down there. And this is a frame. Not too sure if it's a digital or not. Can't remember. That's what happens when you sort of, what is it? I went to bed, had to get up about 10 o'clock, 10:15, because my leg was bothering me, and came down to my craft room, did some tidying up and sorting and whatever, and finished off the journals. Like sort of just tying them in and giving them a closure and all that sort of stuff. And went back to bed, got back up again. My leg was still bothering me. I think I slept for about half an hour and got up again because the things were bothering me. And these are just things. Again, I think they're from the dishes, the same as the frame, but again, I can't remember where from, sorry. And came down here for a while to about, I think it might have been, it was 2, 3 o'clock, I'm not sure. Back to bed. This time I slept, which was good because it took what did it take? Another painkiller, I think it was. Not sure, I can't remember. That's what happens when you don't get sleep. Like I seem to be sort of like having this sort of sleep, no sleep, sleep, no sleep. I did read that the antibiotics I'm on can cause sleeplessness, but I don't know, it could be just me. I often have trouble because my legs, I have really bad restless legs, and it's really bothersome. I don't know if I want to bother with any labels and things, and I might just keep the labels for when I do the journal to work out what I want to put on there. And so that's just the 2 I've done today. I don't want to be taking up a lot of time. What I do with the other ones, I'll tell you. Just the 2 today. 2 butterfly ones and two flower ones. I think I might just have to do something about this this border here is bothering me, so I'll have to think about that anyway. Thanks very much for joining me today, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Oops.